Hello there everyone and welcome back. A lot was done last episode and good god, we're basically in the middle of everything right now, almost quite literally, for we finally managed to encounter the measure. They are an odd bunch, needless to say. They definitely like their files, they love their laws and protocol, but we got a lot of information out of them. We encountered, or at least we confronted the Menkmack that was responsible for the weird three-year rule that the Drenkend were obliging by, and we got ourselves a new destination in State of Boklos. I had set the Beta Boklos before, but I think that may have been accidental just because of the close proximity of this too. But either way, I think I made the ultimate decision to go up here, since I'm probably the closest I'm going to be for this region for the time being. And since I have the station here and I have a potential refueling point now, I can easily go down and encounter the Meowlings, go to the homeworld of Menkmack, and maybe explore this small region here of the Trendles to find their homeworld. And in the process, maybe in our refueling station, or at least a friendly face that I can actually sell and buy fuel from. That's kind of the real dream if I'm going to try to explore the Southern region, especially if I want to go Epsilon Lororen, and of course eventually make my way over to Epsilon Moose for the Lexite facility. So we got a lot of different directions we got to go to, but I think ultimately, as I mentioned before, Rana, normally they have like a cluster name, so I was caught a little bit off guard by the fact this is only like a single word. Alright, where was my train of thought? Oh yeah, my justification is I want to help the Muke since, quite frankly, they're the only actual allies that I have here aside for the Taiwan who haven't really needed anything of me ever since we got started with this campaign. So I'm hoping there's something we can do for him somewhat down the road, but that's my thought process. We're going to State of Boklos for that reason. Try and help them out to kind of deal with the repression, is that even the right word? I'm not even sure anymore, of the Drenkend, and of course, if somehow we're going to do the same for a Scryve, but we need more info and a lot of progress needs to be done. But first, let me actually refuel. Sure, I'm pretty much fully stocked up on fuel now, but since we're already right next to the space station, it's just a little bit of a side trip. Hell, it might take me this tiny bit further away, but not a huge issue.
Hello, welcome back.
I didn't even see the icon to hail it, so that I was kind of wondering for a moment what the hell was going on there. But I don't want to sell the conventionals, since apparently this is now sell all resources, which kind of scares me a little bit. Hell, what did I just sell exactly? Portable fuel pod. We don't need that anymore. Sell the point defense, but I'm keeping the shield just in case I want. We upgrade to phaser point defenses, so I'm itching to give that a try. Oh, I see what's going on. You can lock it. Huh, so that explains a little bit, I suppose. Inconvenient that I had to sell all my resources, but that's from me not reading the patch notes, so it's partly my own fault, partly... Okay, partly the dang Stardock, no, I think it's Stardock, right, dude, that made this game? Yeah, there's a mod or add-on DLC for Galactic Civilization, so it's clearly Stardock that is responsible, or at least is a publisher for this game. And I gotta make sure I'm going the right way, since we are gonna be kinda close on fuel reserves after all. I may not make the return trip back if this is too much of a detour, which is the one thing I kinda dislike, but there was lots of, at least in the original StarControl, this problem with the fuel reserves has always been the same. He even had this outline, if I'm remembering correctly, that shows how far your max distance is. But there were a lot of merchant ships. Hell, you can encounter merchant vessels out in hyperspace, I think, too, and buy fuel that way. They were a little bit more random chance, mind you, than, say, going to the systems, but so far, all our sources of fuel have been basically, oh god, Scryve company, and it's a battleship at that. I would love to hail them, try to talk my way out of this, but we know that's not going to work. So let's oblige them and be the savages that they think we are. Just fire at will. And we know the Defender did relatively well against the dang battle cruiser, but Muke are also pretty good for this, if I'm good about avoiding that damn beam. What other alternatives do we have? I'm gonna always be hesitant of sending out the Terran Soul, even though we have hypersonic nukes and phasers I would love to try out. If this dies, that's game over. So I would like to minimize that, even if it has 200 health. So the real question is, when do I ever field this thing? since I spent a bunch of resource units giving it weapons and upgrades that's kind of pointless if I don't use it. Nonetheless, I think the Mookei's up for it, especially at this angle, good god. I had to miss the grapple, mind you, but still a good amount of damage nonetheless. Give me the oil. This is awkward. I just think I could keep on grappling willy-nilly. They ran out of power. Just keep harassing them. They're eventually gonna run out of fuel. This is like the silliest type of engagement, since I literally just hugged the battlecruiser to death. It wasn't an adorable hug, but it still felt good for me. Gamma Domos. Again, I already said I'm maybe kind of close on fuel. If I have enough to reserve, maybe I'll explore that system on the way back. And there's even a ship of some kind there I'm curious about. It's probably just a Scryve scout, mind you. But extra resources is kind of nice, especially since I got rid of all my rare exotic material, which is probably going to be needed for that Lexite facility. Never mind all the other facilities. And we gotta keep in mind, this is a Scryve refueling station. So I imagine they're not gonna let us go to it without a fight, huh? A Scryve Wraith. I'm curious in hailing them, see if they are gonna say something unique for the system in this region, since this technically is a store area we have to go to. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. No, we're not gonna fill you in. We're interested in your history. Not right now, no.
Wise. Savage.
Well, a savage wouldn't be that smart, right?
But it won't take us long to find out.
Okay, I was kind of hoping maybe there'd be some new dialogue, since again, we're kind of right outside the refueling station or supply station. We got a Wraith, and I don't know what the other ship is. Hell, I don't even remember what these basic ships are, since they aren't even part of the skirmish mode that you can use for custom games. So I think they just have random abilities. So the Fuzon, I can't remember what you can. I don't remember what you can do, but we got point defense on you. That's only handy if there's any like destructible weaponry. So what do I want? I got 2 hearing interceptors, so let's at least use one of them. Okay, pulse cannon. I gotta keep that in mind. I know what the pulse cannon is capable of. Oh boy, that thing's got a wide arc too, which is convenient. Oh, that was incredibly convenient. Good god. I wasn't even looking at how much damage I was doing. I just figured it would take more than 2 goddamn hits to kill. Nonetheless, okay, scout laser. This one can be scary. Okay, take that back. That was incredibly easy. Alright. I spent more time talking about my thought process than the actual battle. I think we could just go straight to Scryve homeworld at this point and just murder their entire homeworld, is what it's looking like. I would like to hail again just for convenience sake, since I still suspect maybe there's some dialogue, but we'll fire at will. If there was any unique dialogue, it wouldn't even show me the option to fire at will, I suspect, since that's kind of what happened with this Menkmack, which we do need to have fun with. Is it good for the situation though? Probably not. Hell, the Hurricane just did ridiculous amount of damage. I'm just gonna say that out again. It worked well the first time, why not again? Of course, and then they beat my strategy by using a damn wormhole. I'm firing wildly. Oh god, you've got the same weapon I do. Just, mine's just 3 times better, safe to say. Took a little bit of damage there, but still damn good exchange. And we know what the Wraiths kind of can already do. It's a dang scout laser. Oh no, this is a different ship altogether. Come on. Ooh, that was a damn good hit. Holy crap, they buffed the Herian Interceptor. I took out like half its health with just all 3 of them. This thing's immediately my new Taiwan Defender, I think. Since I was using the Taiwan almost exclusively, and that thing's been... Huh. So there's no we don't hail them. We just go down to the surface, interestingly enough. This is different. Not at all what I was expecting, but I'll take it. It's only playing the system, so there's not really much resources to be gathered. Although again, this is a dang supply station. They kind of already harvest everything, didn't they? Alright, let's see if we can find one of these helmets. of all things, we're going to try and take a helmet from them. The fact that we haven't hailed them almost makes me think that there's like no one here, which would be poor management by an intergalactic empire.
We found a Scryve supply depot, sir. Row after row of Scryve uniforms. More like a closet, I guess.
No one in
Tactical
there.
Wardrobe? Is that a cod piece? Wow. We found
Don't
where
look at
the
that too
Scryve
much.
helmets where the Menkmack said we would. It's all locked up on itself, though. I don't see any way to turn it on or even open it up.
Oh, the
We'll
Menkmack
take
would
it,
know.
But I guess only a Menkmack will be able to use it.
Or at least they know
if we
how
happen
to.
to have one of those sneaking around the fleet, let's take him back to Drenkend now.
Drinkapon. I'm trying to understand what that was about. What, Drinkapon? Is that our crew member that we got with us there? Thankfully, we do have a Menkmack negotiator, but... Where is Drinkapon? And head back to Drinkapon. Where the... Oh, Alpha... Oh, we're going back to... Alright, I see what's going on now. I got a little bit confused since they like to tell us the system, and hell, I can't even search for specific plans doing the search function too, which makes it even more confusing, mind you. So that doesn't help in that matter. I got a little confused. But we're making progress. That is going to be slightly on hold, since I do have to go back and refuel, and I may go explore southward. As opposed, well, we do have fast travel. We just don't have fast travel in the Drenkend space, so maybe it's not as convenient as I make it sound, sadly. So that might be on hold, although I am literally quite next to Alpha Uxor almost.
I'm receiving word from
Uh-oh.
Tyromia that the Scryve have apparently just expanded into the Kappa trireme system. Are you worried about that? You look worried. I'd be worried.
So where exactly is that at? Kappa trireme? It's in this region, that's all I know. It wasn't the system we kind of obliterated, at least, so that's not a big deal. I forget which system it is, in all honesty. Oh, Kappa trireme. So it's right there. They're now They just enveloped all of the Drenkend system. That is gross. You perverts there, you Scryve. Although, I have no reason to be worried about that, despite what Wimdu even tells us. So long as they're spending their efforts going the wrong way, I'm fine with it. Oh, there's a colony here. This is not...
Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange authorization form following process V.
I wasn't expecting to see you guys here.
7.3.
Can we access all of your head office records here? No, I wonder how they're going to respond to that.
Of course not. We only maintain a fraction of the records that may be found in our head office.
Can you give us a little bit?
And by design, we do not keep records that anyone ever requires.
Aw. Well, that's helpful. I don't need to insult them, jeez.
Branch offices like these lead to bureaucratic inefficiencies which we have deemed desirable.
Well, I guess they're being a little more forthcoming now, after we got the clearance. That's all I gotta say, but I wasn't honestly expecting these guys here. Although there's nothing else to get, is there? Well, let's figure out what this place is.
This is a branch office of the Measured's D3 Spec Auxiliary Record Keeping Division.
Okay, so they, like a colony. I like to think it's a colony.
That is an inaccurate analogy.
It sounds like a colony.
We have not populated this planet to do something as crude as breed.
Well, it doesn't have to.
Administrative officers
It's
in
insinuated.
the Empire of the Scryve. We accumulate records here. That is all.
It's insinuated that you breed if it's a colony, I suppose, but I wasn't going that way. But fine, be that way.
This is not the correct process for
Well,
either concluding an interspecies dialogue or departing a branch office.
Well, you need to tell us how to
The head
depart.
office will be notified of your irregular behavior during the next record upload, scheduled for 18.3 kilodays from now.
Okay, we got plenty of time then. Kilo days? Is that literally like 1,000 days for a kilo day? Yeah, we got plenty of time if that's the case. I don't think we're worried. Hopefully, we can correct all this well before that. Oh well, let's grab some supplies at least since I'm in need of it. Especially the rare supplies. Although uncommon, I don't know if uncommon counts as like unconventional type of material. But I do need to stock up. We need to go on a shopping spree, if only slightly, since I have no other way to get the dang exotic material. So hopefully that does not bite me in the ass, is all it really comes down to. Especially when I get to that Lexite facility to try and unlock it. Now, where's the Indidium? Where's the Indidium? Thank you. That is a nice convenience having the extended range, and at least cuts down on the downtime, but when I'm flying in circles around the planet multiple times, and no, not trying to go back down to it, mind you, it doesn't... I would need better sensors so that way I can know where everything is all the time, ideally. Which I don't quite have the convenience for. Silicon? Nah, not worth it. I want more rare stuff. I hope the Scryves noticed us. They're on an intercept course. Fire at will. If I had a way to kind of warp out the Terran Soul, then I would definitely jump in and at least experiment with. But if none of my ships are going to die when I'm confronting them, it makes it difficult for me to play with my new weaponry. And I think we need to keep the Menkmack ship just because of that quest. Or at least getting that mission done with the Drenkend to kind of deal with this weird thing. Let's have a look at this thing. So you got a Lexite weaponry, just less mobile, and you got a scout shot for long range. That's not a scout shot at all. Oh, it's the other version I'm thinking of, but good god. I'm a bit of a crack shot there, or I got really lucky. Probably really lucky, if I were to be honest. Although a scout shot's kind of abysmal. Unless it hits really hard, that's the exception, because I don't know what's the point of stuff at so short range. Oh god. It worked. I still trying to understand its value as opposed to the twin beams, mind you. But it worked that time. It helps when they fly directly into it, I suppose. Now, we got some material here. Magnetic monopoles. Ooh, I like the sounds of that. We didn't even have that before, so it's worth grabbing. Let's make this quick and harvest all the material. Oh god, it looks like we're laying on a metal forest almost. Or snow forest. That was the impression I was getting when I was landing on that dang planet. It almost looked like a forest of some kind I was just about to crash into. At least, they were saying kind enough to make all these planets relatively simple. Imagine landing in a forest. Hell, imagine landing on a planet that was actual to proper scale. I don't need to tell you how long it takes just to harvest all these resources then, good god. I still think I'd be on Earth right now trying to harvest all the material there, or hell, I'd still be in the Sol system, wouldn't I? I think it's safe to say I'd still be exploring, I forget what planet the Taiwan Defender was on. Which moon? I can't remember honestly. It was around Saturn, I think. Either way, I'd still probably be there even after like 14, what is it, 16, 17 episodes in? I can't honestly remember. And we don't need that. I kind of haphazardly just jumped away, but for 9 material, it's not worth it. And what are you? You were a station of some kind, so there's promise. It's a question why a Scryve let you live. Oh, wreckage. Never mind. Hail the wreckage. Okay, I was expecting voiceover. I guess not. It looks like the remains of a destroyed ships. Or scan show. Oh, I was gonna read and now it's in our way. Metallic staff with carvings. Let's see. Show only one item of interest. We have it loaded on this ship. Huh, that's interesting. Absolutely no idea what it is, though. We just got a whole assortment of random gear, random stuff. Oh, the top of the staff, what appears as a small alien head. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but you know it's for something. Hell, we're gonna have to find a use for this crashed Tesla. It's just taking up space at this point. Elon Musk, why do you have to burden us? Why do you have to burden this Let's Play with your dang Tesla? I want to know why you are intruding into space. Ooh, I like all this exotic material, but you know what's not convenient? We're gonna lose a lot of people there. It looks like it's a lot of common material anyway, so... and more degenerate matter. Where were you when I needed, huh? Not like I could safely land on the planet anyway. Yeah, a couple little bit of resources. I want more exotics, if I were to be honest. I'm not going to worry about commas anymore. Since I'm pretty much doing well on resources, especially after destroying like a battle cruiser and a bunch of other ships for free. Oh my god! Oh my god! Let's just land on this planet. Let's just, can we just live here from now on? Sure, there's a little bit of radiation, but we're protected from that, right? Let's just pretend the Juggernaut never existed. Oh god. Oh, I hit the goddamn wrong key. I was in such a panic, I ended up hitting the E key instead of W trying to move into place. And of course, E key is more for strafing, which there's no oh, it actually is for proper strafing. I'm learning something new here. Never mind the fact that I'm learning that my ship doesn't immediately get destroyed when I don't land in the proper spot. Still, did not like losing those people, if I could have helped it, but that's a minor point. Oh god. We learned just a new thing in there as well. Whether if I ran into a critter, if I take even more damage. So, this episode has been incredibly educational for me. Just not the way I care for. If I were to do this all again, this situation would never have came up in the first place, if I were to be so honest. Well. I still say the strategy to live here is proper. Hell, so long yes, there's vegetation, we can survive. It may be a little bit irradiated. It may be suffering from global warming, who knows what's causing the radiation. Oh, never mind, I take that back, it's lifeless. Virtually uninhabitable. We're gonna have to live on landers from here on out. Oh my. I'm just gonna look away now. I can't bear the thought of us getting murdered by this Juggernaut. Well, I'm gonna have to look, because otherwise this campaign is not gonna continue. I'm just gonna hail, see if they say something different.
It is the humans.
Nope.
You have survived longer than I would have thought.
No, nothing different. Well, the safe thing is, of course, the Taiwan Defender, probably to get a feel for what this does, but... And my drones can do a little bit of damage too. What the hell is this thing? I'm afraid to find out. Oh, that's convenient. Please stay behind. Yes, please. Well. Oh god. This is not... this has been an odd turn of events, hasn't it? I'm just laughing right now internally. Hell, I'm laughing right now. This is not going to go well, is it? This may have been a horrible mistake. It has a... Oh my god, it's a rapid-fire annihilation ray. And that hurt. You're making this difficult for me, and you're getting all the power-ups, I'm just realizing, too. This thing is... This AI is smarter than all the rest, good god. I might as well do the same thing, although you know I'm asking to get hit by an annihilation ray. Oh god. Oh god. This thing is ridiculously fast now, good god. It's all those damn power-ups. Oh, so if you want to blow the gas giant up, be my guest. Oh my god, this thing's ridiculous now. Let's just go with the one thing it's not good at. Let's go back to a strategy where we're conveniently on your ass, shall we? Perimeter shot, we gotta keep an eye on that. We're doing good damage, mind you, but still, this is a really silly fight. I got no words for this. I'm half enjoying this, half disappointed. It was scary for a while, but oh god. It is still scary. I kind of forgot about the arena closing on us. I could have finished it off just by flying away and let it melt, although we've seen how mobile this cursed thing is. I wonder what happens if I were to flee, because I am sort of terrified now. What's got good speed, since really, speed's what's key here, and range ideally. Although, the Mookie could get in those sweet blind spots, and just murder the hell out of that thing too. But you know what? The Rohibte could do the same. I just gotta get behind it. Which... Well... You know that strategy is flawed in a certain way. It sounded good in theory, and then we melted. Oh my. Let's try and take this a little more seriously, I guess. Yeah, run away, run away! It's gonna shoot again, isn't it? Oh, I did some good damage to it, but I almost melted again. I prefer not losing my ships, ideally. If I can get one more good hit, that might kill it, though. Or it could fly in the gas. That's good, too. Can I hit it? Oh my god, it's just gonna fly to its death. And we barely get any extra resources for it. At least in comparison to the battle cruiser. Well, that was an eventful battle, wasn't it? It was definitely interesting. Oh wait, I already went to these planets. Yeah, and I can't explore you, never mind. We're done here. Hell, do I even have the fuel to get back? No, I got plenty of fuel. I could make another pit stop. At Ada Demos, I suppose, is where we'll go next. Hell. I can't quite get to Alpha Uxor, but that's fine. Well, it seems the Scryve have bigger toys, or bigger ships we have to worry about, because where the hell did that Juggernaut come from? I could not tell you, but it's safe to say we're aggravating them. If that's just a sign of things to come. Actually, I had a little bit of difficulty with that. Just a tiny bit. If I had stayed on its ass the entire time with the Taiwan Defender, maybe I could have killed it without losing anything. Let's see. Now I'm just curious. Do I want to stop at this planet or just go to Domo? Might as well go to Domo. There's a ship there, but there's also a ship there. But this ship looks like it's a Scryve one. Which
Lots of energy signatures
Oh.
coming from one of the outer planets. Ships. A lot of them, it seems.
Interesting. You're actually talking to me for a change. You're measured, aren't you? I don't want to fire it well.
Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8.
Let's upgrade that. Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Ah, granted. We didn't expect to find anyone civilized out here. Not in a ship like that, at least.
Ouch.
What do you want?
And like I said, they're at least being more obliging. Can we just go?
You have not filed the correct forms to leave.
Aw. Alright, give us the forms.
You have not filed the correct forms to receive the
Oh, yeah.
forms. You are in violation of the penalty.
Well, it would help if they told us how to get the forms or a proper protocol, but it seems we're not going to get that. And I can't remember what you're capable of there exactly. But hearing interceptors are doing well? What do I want to take in that case? I'm thinking the Centaur. I just don't know what this thing is capable of, mind you. Oh. It has the dang red tape ability, which is kind of slowing my mobility down. It does like almost no damage, but I'm gonna die a slow and painful death, aren't I? A very slow and painful death if this is gonna continue on. Nope, we're safe. We barely survived, but maybe that was not the best choice. It helps if I knew what the hell their weapons were, since I can't for life of me remember it for most of them. But there's an anomaly here that has a lot of ships, like some kind of ship graveyard maybe? Let's find out. What is an Ada Demos for? Oh wow. Huh. What do I make of this? They're monoliths of some kind. Are we about to land on a Necron planet? I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't want to go to a tomb world. We're gonna have a hard time landing too, with that said. Oh, I take that back. It was a perfect landing, right? You all witnessed it? Oh wait, these are all measured ships, I think. So what happens?
We found a neatly ordered line of ships. Like they were waiting in line until they all died. That's creepy. Convenient for us, but creepy.
Definitely creepy.
Oh, well, I'm over it. Most are pretty far gone. But this one here looks mostly intact.
You don't say.
We'll salvage what we can. Maybe even try to get it flying again, too.
Ooh, we got ourselves a measured ship, too. We got a little bit of experience on what to expect, but let's check these other ones, maybe?
We're back at that weird line of ship. Not much more we can do here.
Okay, I was thinking maybe I could have checked out all the other ones, but I guess it's just all the same thing. So much for that. We did get a ship to replenish what we missed, at least, so there's always that. But am I willing to suffer another confrontation with the Measured? It seems like they're going to be hostile no matter what. Even though they were kind of being friendly. Kind of. Hell, let's use their own weapon against them, huh? The demotivator, I think, steals crew members at close range. And the red tape we already seen makes me ridiculously slow. I am running low on ideal supplies too, so I gotta be careful here. Very careful. Come on. I gotta remember, I got mines too, so... If you come... Up! This... Now I regret staying here. Well, we won, but that was probably a lot more costly than I like. Since I was literally just making myself an easy target, wasn't I? I was thinking more like for the same like I mentioned before, the red tape and all that crap. Since it makes a nice good perimeter defense, unless I'm hurting myself without realizing it. That would be the exception. Oh, you got the tractor beam as well, don't you? Alright, so we kind of know what you're capable of at least. Herians, I think you're up for a task here. That triple laser is quite useful. Yep, very useful. I was kind of, when I did my first shot, I was kind of expecting the AI to actually fly to the power-up, which is why it went so wild as it did. I was trying to outsmart the AI, as stupid as it may sound. Oh god, look at the electrical storms on this place. Nothing rare. Oh, never mind, take that back. Silver and gold apparently are rare, so we might as well grab that. If we survive this ordeal. Come on. Well, I'm not even actually trying since it's like the easiest landing ever. But we gotta be mindful of these lightning storms. This is going to be painful if I do this wrong. And I'm gonna have to pay really close damn attention to the fact that these lightnings are gonna trigger any time. I don't even know what the blast radius is on said lightning either, so this could still be painful. Just out of inconvenience. Like that one blast was about to hit me. Alright, I think we're good. Oh wait, no, I take that back. I was hoping that was all the gold, damn it. I just want to grab the silver and gold and be done. But no. You're gonna make me suffer, aren't you, through this lightning storm? And it's like I said before, I have no idea where the gold is. It's... oh, there it is. Or at least there's some of it down below. Since I need better sensors apparently to effectively find it on the other side of the planet. Especially when it's a larger planet like this. Ow. 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 At least there was no actual damage, right? We only scratched the paint. There, we got all the gold. Let's get the hell out of here. And continue on with our gathering back up our list of exotic supplies that we're gonna need for later. Also, it's no question I have enough fuel to get to the starbase. I just want to be absolutely sure before I commit to anything else. Argon, uncommon, don't care about you. And let's see, I think this is the last planet here. We don't care about a gas giant yet since we don't have enhanced sensors even pierce through the cloud, or not the cloud, but the dang planet. Since I know there's been some anomalies that we can't actually detect yet. You're common, ultra rare, we want you. We definitely want you. Without a doubt. And it's gonna... what am I worried about? What do I need to grab most? I almost want the TCO crystals that we encountered before. And maybe more of the... what did we need exactly for the Lexite facility that had the interceptor? It's not... it wasn't uranium. I'm pretty certain that was for my laser here. I just can't for life me remember. It was some material. I kind of want more of that. Whatever it was, mind you. And that's going to be a little bit tricky to pick back up. Oh well. not much I could do about it at this point. We're gonna have to hopefully get lucky. And I'm gonna go to the Lexi facility either way. It'd just be more convenient if I can activate it and benefit off it immediately, as opposed to having to run around again and completely forget about the Lexi facility. Oh, I was hitting escape haphazardly because I was kind of thinking we were still on a planet, and I was just trying to get my lander out. Nope. I thought maybe hitting escape would immediately get me out of the system. No, I don't want to go to Delta Domos. No, I don't want to go to Beta Domos. No, I don't want to see it measured. I can never win, can I? And I think, no, there is no reason to use the negotiator as much as I like to play with it. Hell, reinforcements, secondary ability. It would be nice if that would be an easy way to kind of replenish my fleet, but no, not gonna happen. And come to think of it, I'm getting really limited on short, long-range weapon ships, aren't I? At least those that have a decent amount of health, so this could get awkward. Maybe the point defense actually be useful here, if it's the red tape I'm thinking of. Holy crap, I didn't realize this thing has such rapid fire. I was just tapping the mouse button, thinking that it had a longer reload. Nope. Hold down that button, you're firing for a lifetime. Well, it worked out well that time, didn't it? We missed the first 3 shots, but it kind of juked and jived and tried to take evasive maneuvers. Let's do some starbase things. Now, I gotta lock everything just for safety's sake. I gotta remember, okay, I can lock literally everything, can't I? So that's something we need to be mindful of. So, what do I keep? Ultra rare, without a doubt. I just gotta remember what the hell is ultra rare. Since it doesn't want to give me specifics, the only thing I have to go by is the color, honestly. So we'll keep the rare, which is yellow. I believe blue is just common. And gray is obviously uncommon, I think. Menkmack, we are keeping you purple's exotic, I believe. Uranium, we keep you, because you might be useful. Again, not knowing neutronium, oh, that's what it was, what we need for the Lexi facility, so we are keeping you. Degenerate matter, keeping you. It's good to set this up now, because at least we'll save it for a time being, since we're going to keep these. I just don't think the silicone and all these rare components I need. Yeah, metal oxides, they don't seem like things I need, so I'll just sell it off. Okay, thank God, I was half paranoid since I literally hit the sell all resources button that it would sell everything on me. So I'm thankful there. Refueled, restocked. I'm kind of wondering why buying gas is on its own separate item tab. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because you also buy landers here, isn't it? So there may be more items that I can get. I'm still wanting to use the Terran Soul. I'm still terrified about feeling it. Until I can learn how to warp out. But there's nothing to really get otherwise. We're almost halfway to my dang fuel tank that I would love to get. Oh yeah, let's get some ships in here. I don't even need to buy ships. We got plenty to spare. We got plenty to spare. A good handful of them are already damaged, mind you. I just wish I could salvage this thing for parts. That's what I really want right now. It would be convenient. But we're rapidly running out of crew, so I think we're kind of due to return back to friendly territory at some point soon. Like, almost half my fleet here, aside for the 3 I just added, it basically took damage of some note. Both the Herians are pretty much crippled, so I don't want to field them. Sontar is almost useless. We still have 2 defenders, which are really going to be tricky to use in measured space, so I don't really count them in there. And I don't think having another measured ship is going to be very effective. They just counter each other. We demotivate each other to no end, or fire red tape at each other. That's kind of pointless. I don't know about the fighter, mind you. It has immobilizing mines, which could be useful, so really, I'm relying on the patroller and the little bit of health I have left on the Fuzon and this one Herian. So I think we're due to get out of here pretty soon.
Is there anything else?
Nope, I think we're done. But what is my plan otherwise? Well,
Exception. Civil farewell not found.
civil farewell not found to you too, buddy. I really want to go to the Meowlings. Now that we got that done. Alpha Uxor. I could go to Alpha Uxor. It's not ridiculously out of the question, and I was saying that I do want to help the Muke out. Well, I think that's what I'll do. I'll finish up this storyline, or at least this quest line, maybe, with the dang 3 years. And it just turned the Drenkend from murdering people that don't have 3 years to murdering everyone. That sounds like a good happy ending, doesn't it?